All right, so welcome everybody, and I'm really glad to have you squeeze the time, despite the short notice, to attend to this session. All right, so let's get right into it. So there is a new ROYALQ Advisor Reward Program. It's all about status and profit sharing. There's going to be lots of money being shared. All right, lots of money from the community reward system. All right, so it's not just about you and your hard work alone, all right, but it's about the community rewarding itself and rewarding everyone. So that's the Advisor Reward Program. And so ROYALQ announced this and said to further enhance the health of the ROYALQ quantitative ecosystem and optimize the Advisor Reward Program, ROYALQ has officially launched a new advisor status and profit sharing system starting from August 1st, 2025. The date for the launch is August 1st. That is just a few days to go, all right? That is a launch date, and everything that they are saying will be fully activated on August 1, right? So every change we're going to talk about right now is going to be fully activated from August 1. And that is the first thing I want us to know. Now, the second thing I want us to know is that the official implementation date is September 1st. So what's the difference between the launch date that it will be fully activated and the official implementation date? So there's a transition period. August 1, everything will be fully activated. All the changes, the structural rank rewards, everything will change. We'll start seeing the new monies that are being created, but there will be a transition period. So that transition period is just it's a period where people will not be demoted. All right. So remember, if you've been a V5, you call yourself a V5, but maybe your team has fallen from 800 members to 200, and your rank is still hitting V5. All right. So things are going to change. There will be demotions after the transition period. But for the transition period of 31 days, nobody will be demoted. And that is from August 1st, when full activation would have kicked in to August 31. Now, implementation date from September 1, calculations will be done, demotions will happen. So we're not trying to scare anyone. The conditions are very friendly. We're not trying to scare anyone, but you just need to know that the title you call yourself, V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6, all of that is changing, all right? Effective August the 1st. And then you have 31 days to enjoy your current, your status and enjoy everything. But from the 1st of September, if you don't meet the criteria, you definitely get the demotion. So there are 4 ranks now in the ROYALQ Advisor Reward Program. So there are 4 ranks. You always had a V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. But right now, it's all about Quant member, the QM, the Elite Advisor, the EA, the Principal Advisor, the PA, and the Global Partner, the GP. All right, so I just put those acronyms. So once you activate your bot, you become a quant member, a quantitative advisor, member of the team, just like V1 of old. Then elite advisor requires some criteria, principal advisor requires some criteria, global partner requires some criteria. So why did the system collapse from 6 ranks to 4? You're going to see the beauty of that. It means you can easily rank up. Rank up is easier. That's the beautiful thing about this system, right? Your ranking up is easier. That's the first thing you need to know. You can start from quant member to global partner in no time, and begin to see the amazing results. But why has ROYALQ had to do this? ROYALQ is doing this because of what I said in the first slide, all right? To enhance the health and optimize the reward structure. So you have some times when people get to V6, they say, let me go and rest. All right, let me go and rest. And their contribution to the team might be minimal. All right, so we want you to know that this new system is going to keep you working when you get to V6 for you to maximize your money, you have to put in some extra effort. And I'm going to get to that in a moment. So just remember the quant member is the first rank, elite advisor, principal advisor, and the global partner. So let's get into it. So for the criteria, there are a couple of things. One, the number of referrals you have, direct referrals, and number of active team members that you have. So your direct and the active team members. Then there's what is called advisor points. Now, those advisor points will hit in the global partner rank, and we're going to show that. And there's also a global weighted mechanism. All right, and we're going to elaborate on the global weighted mechanism. So I'm just trying to let you know that those are the various things you need to watch out for. So rank number 1, quant member. Quant member is just if you activate your bot to a quant member, no requirements. All right. You don't need any structure. You don't need any downline. You don't need anything. All right. So there's nothing to maintain, no rank maintenance required for the quant member, because a lot of people who just come in might just want to trade. And so they will be quantitative quant members. All right. So remember, right from the get-go, you've always had $30 for everybody you activate. So the same thing goes on right now. You will have 30 RB. RB means reward bonus, bonus points. All right. So that is $30. 1 RB is equal to $1. So that still stands. That still stands. And now here's what has improved. ROYALQ is saying, before, for your direct downlines, you are getting 25% of the gas fee. Sorry, 20% of the gas fee. Before now, right? Even currently, for your direct downlines, you are getting 20% of the 20% ROYALQ charges for the gas fee. Going forward, you'll be getting 25%, right? 25%. So that is huge. That's why I said this new mechanism is reducing the ranks and paying out more. So imagine a person makes, your direct downline makes $10 profit. ROYALQ takes $2 as gas fee. Now you, the direct upline, will get 25%, not 20%. And that is more money for those who decide to share the opportunity. All right. Now, Elite Advisor, the EA, the Elite Advisor requires 20 active direct downlines, okay, or higher. You can have more than 20 to always stay in the game. Have more than 20. Don't limit yourself to 20. So it's clear from this compensation plan that your job when you activate ROYALQ and you want to run a compensation plan, go get 20 direct downlines. That's the priority. All right. So you don't need to have operation 3x3, operation 5x5, all of that. Just forget about it for now. Go get your 20 direct downlines. That's what you need to do. But having 20 is not enough to be an elite advisor. Before, if you have 20, you become what we call a V2. That's not necessary anymore. All right. Once you have a team of 20, begin to grow that team, coach that team, mentor that team, support that team to get to 135 members. So you have direct 20 downlines, and indirect, everybody in the structure is 135. You have 20. That means 115 persons are indirect downlines. That's it. You become an elite advisor. So what are the benefits? Of course, the $30 reward bonus for every activation is the same for all ranks. All right. So from the quant member to the elite advisor, right up to the global partner, if you activate, is $30. 30 reward bonus. Before, the elite advisor, V2, you would have said as a V2, you get $40. As a V3, you get $50. As a V4, you get $60. As a V5, you get $65. As a V6, $70. Now, everybody gets $30. So that extra money is going to be used for some additional bonuses. And that is really powerful, a very powerful concept. All right. So ROYALQ is eliminating the selfish money making and trying to create a group communal wealth creation and wealth distribution system. And it's powerful. As we go through, you get it. Now, there's what's called a direct quant reward, which I've explained earlier. you now get 25%, of course, for everybody you make. That's given, okay? So I will no more be talking about the direct bonus and the 25% direct quant reward, because I think I've explained that enough. There's a daily referral pool bonus. So a referral pool bonus has been created. And in my thinking, I believe it's taken from all the monies that is accumulated from all the bonuses that used to be paid out. That $40, $50, $60, $60, $65, $70 that is, currently being enjoyed by the higher ranks when they activate. It's being used to create a pool together with other things. So the daily referral pool bonus, you will get paid every day, and it's saying 20 reward bonus. Now, that means, let me say this, that whatever I'm saying here is my own understanding of the compensation plan, and I'm not necessarily going to be 100% accurate, but I think I want to break it down in the way I understand it. But it's until August 1 that we'll begin to see the physical money being paid out. So it's possible that everybody who's an elite advisor could be getting $20 or potentially $20 every day. Every day. This is massive. It's possible that you'll be getting $20 every day. No matter what you do, as long as you meet the criteria, and if the entire team, global team, keeps working, all right? Of course, that is, all of this is hinging on the fact that if the global team keeps working, the bonuses that used to be paid to top leaders is being distributed now, and it's uniformly being circulated. So just imagine if you're an elite advisor, $20 every single day. Let's just calculate it, all right? Let's get the calculator. I'm turning on my calculator just to get you guys a little excited, all right? So let's just imagine you do the work, you build a team of 20 direct team members, and your team grows to 135 members. What that means is $20 every single day multiplied by 30, that is $600 every single month. Every single month. And now, if you live in West Africa, that if you multiply that by 1,530, that is 918,000 of your local currency. All right? Who wants to be a millionaire in your local currency? All you have to do is build a team of 20 and help that team of 20 push through to become a team of 135 team members and sustain that every single month. Every single month. And you'll be sure that every month you could be making $20, 20 reward bonus times 30 days. This is huge. This is powerful. Of course, it's a weighted distribution, all right? It's a weighted distribution. When it kicks in, we'll get a good idea of what this really is and how it will be computed and distributed. But this is my thinking and understanding as of now. Now, for the daily quant strategy global share. So 2 additional things are created here. Actually 3, inclusive of 1 for the highest rank. The daily referral pool bonus and the daily quant strategy global share. Now, whatever is the daily quantitative strategy global share, there's money that is earmarked for that from the daily quantitative bonus. So, quantitative global, money is actually those gas fees. That 20% ROYALQ takes from your profits, all right? Now, that 20%, one is gathered for the entire day, because this is daily. Those who are elite advisors will take 20% of it. What does this mean? So if the global share for that day is $1 million, 20% of $1 million is $200,000. Now, every elite advisor will get 20% of that 200,000. It will be distributed to be shared among all of them. However, the quality they are, to just be shared. So this is sustainable. Whatever trade results are gotten will determine the performance of this daily quant strategy global share. This is huge, and I think it's powerful. All right. I think it's powerful. So everybody has one single job. Get your team to 135 team members. You get 20 and make sure your team is trading. And once your team is trading powerfully, you will succeed. And the global ROYALQ community will also succeed, contributing to the daily quant strategy global share. All right. So it's also, this is weighted. So a weight is assigned. You have one share by default. All right. Every elite advisor will have one share by default. If you want more share, what do you need to do? You need to create an elite advisor in your structure. All right. Yeah. You have one share of that global quant strategy. All right. And you have your share, one share of the daily referral bonus pool. So there are two pools for the elite advisors, the daily referral bonus pool and the daily quant strategy global share. You will get one share by default from each of these pools. What that means, I can't say in terms of money. I don't know if the daily referral bonus pool, if you have two, means you get $20, $40. I don't know. But when we start enjoying this, we're going to see what it is all about. So please take note. One share by default. And one more share from referral and quant bonus pool for each elite advisor you create in your team. Can you see that when you become an elite advisor, you have to make sure you create more elite advisors in your team? And I think if I'm going to go by the former compensation plan, this will be one per leg. All right. I don't really think it's going to be, if you have 10 on one leg, probably it will just count as one. I don't know. But, let's just take it that the more elite advisors you create in your team, the more of the daily referral pool bonus you will have, the more of the daily quant strategy global share you will have. So you can't just say you are an elite advisor, you want to rest. Other elite advisors who are working harder will make more money than you. So if, for example, you're an elite advisor, you get one share 20 reward bonus. For example, if it's, I don't know if it's going to be $20, but let's just imagine it's 20, right? Now, at the same time, a person who has created one elite advisor will get 40. A person who has created two elite advisors will get 60. A person who has created 5 elite advisors will get 120. While you that you're just relaxing will get 20. So it's really trying to compensate and reward those who put in the work. So this is very important. I want us to know that the era of just going to relax and sleeping and thinking that, oh, we got it all worked out. I'm now a V5, let me rest. Let people walk. I'm now a V6, let me rest. I mean, that's gone. All right. So the next rank is the principal advisor. All right. A principal advisor has the job of creating more elite advisors. All right. You need to have a lot of elite advisors in your structure. So what's the criteria for becoming? Yes, exactly. Earn as you work. Exactly. I agree. Now, so remember the conditions for principal advisor is 20 direct team members. So go for your 20. Go for your 20. All right. And have 350 active team members. Remember, for the elite advisor, you needed 135. The old V3 rank was 100 members. So that has been, increased a little bit to 135 team members to qualify for elite advisor. And 135, 350. So 350 for principal advisor. So that's some work. That is some work. Definitely some work. But once you achieve it, I can tell you that ROYALQ becomes what it is meant to be. The money sharing machine. The poverty eradication system. ROYALQ just wants to bless you. But once you put in the work, it will bless you like crazy. So, of course, we know the first two benefits. I won't talk about those ones because they are static for all the ranks. So daily referral pool bonus here is $15, $15, 15 reward bonus. Remember, for the elite advisor, it's 20, right? So why is it 15 for the principal advisor? The idea is that you have a larger team, right? you have a larger team. That's the way it has been. The higher you go, the lesser some of the competition, because you have a larger team and will be pulling in lots of money. So this is actually a weighted thing. Somebody with a team of 350 is going to be pulling a lot of money than somebody with just 135 in their team. All right. So daily referral pool bonus, 15 reward bonus, weighted distribution. It's a weighted distribution, right? And this is a flat figure mentioned here. So that's because it mentions a flat figure. I'm feeling that each principal advisor will get a daily referral pool bonus income of $15. I don't think they'll be sharing $15 to among all the principal advisors. So I think it means you'll be getting $15 guaranteed every single day. So if you're getting $15 every single day, what does that mean for you? Of course, we can just press the calculator again. It simply means you'll be getting $450. Like do nothing, do anything, sleep, you get $450 every single day. All right. $450 every single month. Now, daily quant strategy global share is weighted at 10%. So 10%, just like we discussed, for the elite advisor is 20%. So for the principal advisor, it's 10%. Now, even though it's 10%, all right, even though it's 10%, there's a lot of crowd there. So at the end of the day, it's going to really pay you some significant amount of money. So let's just watch how all of these things pan out. So remember, it is 20% for the elite, right? And it is 10% for the principal. Okay, and it's weighted. So the same thing applies. Earn more. Everybody gets one share by default, right? One share, but earn more share from referral and quant bonus pools for each principal advisors you create in your team. So that means if you create 10 principal advisors, you'll be getting 150 plus 15. All right, that's 165 every single day. If you create three, that means you're going to get $1,350 every single month. If you are a principal advisor and you have 3 principal advisors and you have 350 members in your team, all right, this is mind-blowing. It means that every month you will be having $1,350 no matter what you do. This is my understanding. Working with the $15 15 reward RB reward bonus. So that's just trying to show the weighted options. Now, remember the daily quant strategy global share is dependent on what is the quantification for the entire community. Take that quantification and 10% of it. The elites take 20%. So there will be more elite advisors, okay? There will be more elite advisors sharing their 20%. On the surface, if you look at it, you say, why are they giving principal advisors 10% of the pool only? It's because there'll be less principal advisors and there'll be more elite advisors. So to ensure the elite advisors get something meaningful, at least at the beginning, and as we go on, 20% more pool, more shares is given to them. Just like you have lots of V2s and less V3s and less V4s, all right? So that's why the percentages will reduce as we go ahead. So if you're a principal advisor, try create more principal advisors. Try create more people that have 20 direct downlines. Try create more people that have 350 active team members. This is going to be mind-blowing. And the more we create, the more people we create, the more traders there are, the more quantification is available for these rewards. And the highest rank is the global partner. All right, I didn't put a T there. Sorry about that. So the global partner. All right, so the global partner is the V6 that we have. And apologies for Trey being here. The global partner is a V6 that we always have. All right, so what are the conditions? The criteria is a little more stringent compared to the other ranks. So the global partner, of course, you need 20 direct team members. You need to have about 800 active team members each month. Each month. So all the active team members will be calculated first of every month. Okay, first of every month. It has to be not the one that people are not renewing their subscriptions. It has to be every month. You have to ensure Your team keeps renewing their subscriptions. They keep being profitable. They win, make money, and succeed. Right? So here is where promotion points come in. Promotion points will also be required for global partners, and 10 advisory points or more will be required. All right, 10 advisory points. These things will be computed by the system, but you just need to know that if you have a direct person who is a principal advisor, if one of your direct downline is a principal advisor, that is 1 point. So if you're a global partner and you have 5 people who are direct, if you have 10, that means 10. You have 10 principal advisors. You are qualified to benefit from the big bonuses of the global partner. So this is a lot of work. It's not a case where, a global partner has to create as many, you have to really create impact in people's lives. Now, the team principal advisor, so if you have a principal advisor in your team, that is 0.5 points. So if you have 2, that is 1 point. Okay? So if you have 10, that is 5 points. So you see, the performance of your structure determines how you get these advisory points. A maximum of 5 points can be counted from each referral line. So you see, you have to make sure that you don't just build only one leg. If you have 10 principal advisors, okay? If you have 10 principal advisors from one leg, you're not going to get 10 points. One principal advisor is 1 point if it's team principal advisor, that is 0.5 points. But you can't just go and have all of them in one leg, because the maximum point from one leg is 5. So you have to balance your results, okay? Then a maximum of 3 referral lines is required. Sorry, a minimum of 3 referral lines is required. So you can't get all the 10 points from two legs. What I mean is, it has to be spread across 3 legs. That's the minimum, but it can be spread across more. So basically, ROYALQ is telling you, build wide. Build wide. Do the work. Build wide. Don't worry. Just build wide. That's what ROYALQ is telling you. Get the job done. All right? So that you can really, really, when you get it right, you can really, really begin to enjoy all the benefits of global partner. So global partner is no more beans. It's not where you go and relax. It's where you go. You're going to make sure every month that your principal advisors are doing well and that they all qualify for principal advisor. The global partner is not the rank you go, just forget about the team, give them minimal support. You have to show up every day for your team. So what are the benefits? Of course, 30 reward bonus for every direct activation, 25% year. Daily referral pool is 15%. So that is 15 reward bonus. So that's the same 15 that is for principal advisors. All right. So just like V5 and V6 having the same kind of thing. So daily referral pool bonus is 15. Daily quant strategy global share is 5%. All right. It's 5% because there'll be lesser global partners. So they will have more money to share. All right. So since they will have much more money to share, 5% is given to them. All right. Then the monthly global quantitative profit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The global quantitative. This is the global dividend, only available for global partners. There will be a 10% sharing or whatever it is. So let's calculate this daily quant global share. 5% here, 10% here, that's 15%, 20% here, that is what? That is 35%, right? That is 35%, right? So 35%. So I can tell you that 35% of the daily quantitative bonuses is going to be shared by those who are hitting the rank, 35%. Now, there's going to be 65% that the company is going to be keeping. Of course, the company is going to run its expenses or whatever. There's still going to be 65% that the company is going to be accumulating daily that will now form part of the global dividends. Right? So 35% every day is going to be shared and distributed among the 3 ranks out of the 4. Then 65% will be accumulated for the month, And after the monthly, results, they're going to pay out 10% to the global partners. So, in the past, it was just the global partners that were making this money. So they've created the daily quant strategy global share so that you can also benefit. Yeah, the money might be coming in little money, but if we get our teams trading right, we'll over time, this is going to be some phenomenal income, mind-blowing income. Of course, remember that the monthly global share, listen, for V6, the same weighted distribution details applies. One share by default, and one share from referral and quant, and more share from referral bonus, quant bonus, and monthly quant profit. So remember, there's the referral bonus pool. There is the quant strategy global share bonus. Then there is the monthly global dividend. If you want to make more, then you need to create more people. All right. So create more global partners. The more global partners you create, the more of these three pools you will get. So imagine somebody who has 10 global partners. It means that he will have lots of share of that 10% global dividend. So that is it. Basically, it's a get what you work for system. And it's a wake-up call for the community to realize that we need to pay attention. The era of calling a meeting and you just see 30 people in the meeting, 40 people in the meeting. The era of the lackluster attitude, is gonna crash. If you are lackluster in your attitude, you're not gonna get results. And so, just a little bit of additional information here. All right. All bonus pools are weighted distribution mechanism. Advisors can earn additional shares based on the number of the same level advisors they develop. That has been said. All right. All conditions require valid users within the current month. The system automatically updates user level at the beginning of each month. Ladies and gentlemen, the era of not activating your subscription is gone. You have to figure out how to activate your subscription. And you have to train your team. You have to get them to be making money with the bot. All right. Figure it out. How do you want to do that? All right. Then if a user account expires and is later renewed, the bonus will be distributed starting the month following the reassessment. All right. So if your bot expires, listen to that line very well. The reassessment will happen at the beginning of each month. If a user account expires and is later renewed, the bonus will be distributed starting the month following the assessment. Assessment is done on the 1st of September. Maybe you're not going to be paid the whole of September. I don't know. We're going to see. So please don't ever allow your bot to expire. Before your bot expires, put money there. Let it be automatically renewed. Please, please, please. Don't ever allow them calculate and make you inactive on the 1st of any month. Never allow that to happen. All right? Or you're going to lose a lot, especially if you have a team. If a user does not meet the requirements during the transition period, there will be no demotion or impact. Yeah, we've emphasized this already. The whole of August is a transition month. Nobody's going to lose their ranks. They're going to be fine the way they are. But you need to go and look at the gaps. Do you have up to 20 direct downlines? Because if you don't have up to 20 direct downlines, you can't be an EA, PA, or GP. All right? You can't be that. That is the basic requirement. So just go close the gaps. Look at your structure. How many people do you need to become the next rank? Close it now, between now and the end of August. All right? Close that gap. Because from the 1st of August, from the 1st of September, you're going to be downgraded. All right? After the transition period ends, the system will begin monthly assessments to promote, maintain, and downgrade users based on their performance. We are moving into a performance-based system. It's all about performance. And I tell you, ROYALQ is good enough. If you just do this ROYALQ business, put your mind to it, set your goal and go for it. I tell you, you will be blessed. I know what ROYALQ can do in the lives of people. All right. So this is a performance system. Those who want to be jumping to Ponzi, they can jump to Ponzi, but those who build in ROYALQ will experience wealth transformation, blessings, back to back, month after month, in the way that no Ponzi can give to you in the long run. All right. Quant percentage rates and bonus pool distributions will be calculated daily in accordance with the new structure. Oh my goodness. I'm looking forward to this. Now, the new ROYALQ Advisor system is designed to build a fairer, more transparent, clearly incentivized, and strongly supportive promotion ecosystem. All right. Strongly supportive promotion ecosystem. You have to support your structure. You have to support your team. You cannot be, you cannot be someone who is just recruiting and abandoning. You can't thrive. You can't thrive. You have to support your structure. You have to see, when you get people into your team, get a training for them. Remember, every Monday, starting from August again, there's going to be these Monday trainings. Get your people into those Monday trainings so that they can understand the bot, understand the interface. It's absolutely important. Absolutely important. All right. You have to get it done. It's absolutely important. You have to train your people. You have to tell them, if you see a training, recommend a training for them. Let them go do it, because if they do that training, it's going to be a blessing to you. Even if it's something that they have to pay for, you're going to see their transformation within the system, the kind of money they're going to be making. So I really want to encourage you to focus on supporting your system, your team, supporting. I made that in red. Support your team, and don't worry if somebody refuses to activate. All the bonus of that team structure will come to you. Don't worry. Is there? If somebody refuses to activate, all the money coming from that it will come to you. So don't worry. Let the person stay inactive. That's their portion. So I'm gonna take maybe we can take 5 questions. If we have 5 questions, just raise your hand and I'll call on you. I think this was pretty much clear, but let's take 5 questions from members. Yeah, so 5 questions or even 5 comments on what you think about the new system. All right, let's have Blessed, unmute yourself and go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach Namdi. This is Mommy T from Dubai. I just used another device. Thank you very much for the explanation. I want to ask you something. Yes, because one thing is that personally, my upline abandoned very long time, which I didn't really show concern. I'm not really bothered about that. So I've been supporting my team. What will be your advice, you understand, regarding, do you advise people now to get their promotion, or you advise them to focus on the 20 legs now? Because some of my team members, some of them, they're about to get to V3, V2, you understand? So I don't know what you say regarding that. That is just my question. Thank you very much.
So when you say promotion, you mean the V3, V2?
Yes, please.
Okay, so everything is going to be, so just remember the value for the ranks. You have to get to 20. If you don't get to 20, you're not going to, you're not going to get any, you're not going to be anywhere. You're going to be a quant member, right?
So currently you advise me, because I will give them a training. Do you, is it better for them to rank up now, or just focus on their 20 before September?
Yeah, use the whole of August to focus on your 20.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, because if you don't have your 20, you'll just be a quant member. And a quant member is gonna just only get, you're gonna get 25% of your direct quantification and $30 if you bring in someone. All right. The next rank requires 20 active direct team members. So Everybody look at your team section. Look at your team section. If you don't know how to look at the team section, you can hang in here. After the recording is ended, we can show you if you share your screen. Look at your team section. The most important part is your 20. Then if you have your 20, you need to start thinking of how can you achieve 135 team members. So we want as much elite advisors as possible who have 135 team members. If you don't have 135 team members, you're just going to be a quant member. Yeah. Okay, so let's take the next question.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, let's say Slim Sick. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone.
Yes, good afternoon.
Please, I have a question. My question is, if maybe someone is not getting support from the upline and desires to change an upline while still having an active bot, will it be possible?
So here's the thing, all right? Is your upline active in ROYALQ? So
yes.
If your upline is active in ROYALQ, what do you mean by you're not getting support? So sometimes support does not come directly from your upline because your upline might have limitations, but your upline can connect you to his upline or somebody in the structure that can guide you, right?
Okay.
So your upline might not be so good at being available every time, but he has handed it over to his higher, let's say his global partner or his, the EP or that's on the line, who will make sure you succeed. So you can stick with the same upline, all right? There's no need of trying to change upline, okay? But if your upline is not serious, is chasing Ponzi, and just likes to go jump up and down, you can locate the next leader on your structure, right? And say, I want to sign up with you. I want to sign up with you and work with you directly. Treat me like your direct, this my guy is nowhere to be seen. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of her, right? I'm going to pay another 120, get to use your link and let me build with you. I mean, you've been consistent for 4 years. So let's build a team. You can decide to do that. Yeah, but one thing to consider before you decide to do that. One thing to consider before you decide to do that is, do you have downlines?
Okay.
So if you have 10 downlines, are you going to be 10 of them to come create a new account? That might not be feasible. All right. So if you have downlines, you just stay where you are. Just look for who can support you. Look for who can train you. All right. Look for who can train you. If you need to pay for a training, pay for a training. Learn what you need to learn. Get coached, mentored. Get it right and run with it. All right. You might not. So if you don't have a downline, yeah, you can jump around anyhow you want. But really, that jumping around, what if that person fails you? What if that person fails you? Will you start jumping around again? So we don't really encourage just signing up.
That means, okay, I've heard you, but I want to know if that means it's not possible to use the same email address to create another account.
Oh, no.
Because okay.
No, you can't.
Okay.
You have to use another email to create a second account, so you can't use it anymore. Yeah.
Not even when the bot is expired.
When the bot is expired, your account is still active. It's only after 3 months that they deactivate that, they delete the account. So if they delete the account, you can try. If they delete the account, you can try that. But if the account is deleted, all your downlines will not exist. So, they will just be.
And the coins, for instance, the coins in deep will not exist also.
Don't even allow your bot expire because the bot will stop managing those trades. That's not nice.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, so let's go to Linus, please.
Yeah. Okay. Boss, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the quick study and also giving us the information. I just want to thank you because it's not easy. From your explanation, I have a very grand understanding I will quickly go and send message to Madam now that she should not worry again, because and I will thank her, because I know she has also put an impact on this. So thank you very much. I really appreciate. I will come to your DM so that we can talk more better. But I understand this, so I can help my team with this. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Not a problem. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, Samsung SM, go ahead. Samsung SM, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good day, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I want to begin by saying a very big thank you, sir, for the session. I'm new to the whole ROYALQ system, right? And I'm just trying to. All I need at this point is necessary information to succeed in the business. However, I've been in the networking space for quite a long time now, and my idea or perception of joining the ROYALQ business has nothing to do with networking. So the question I want to ask now is, because I came with the idea that ROYALQ is a trading bot. You just get on board and the bot does your trading for you and stuff like that. So that's the idea with which I came into the system. And for some time now, I've not really been impressed with what I've seen so far. And now that could be due to several reasons. Maybe my inadequate knowledge of how the system runs or how it works, or some other factors that I cannot really explain at this point. But I just want to know if the ROYALQ system, if it's a pure networking system or it's a trading system. And if it's a pure trading system, how come so much energy is being given to the networking part and not the trading part? So these are areas of concerns for me, because I belong to, I've been doing networking for some time, and that's the reason why I understand I cannot successfully run two networking platforms at the same time. So I just need to get these things straightened up. Thank you so much, sir.
Awesome. Great question. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. It is a trading system. ROYALQ is a trading system. That's why some people are just going to be quant members for life. They're going to be quant members. They don't want to recruit anyone. They're just going to be trading. So if I ask you, Samsung, do you know that some members of the team use $1,000 to make $5,000 profit in 1 month of May, in the month of May? Do you know, sir? Just from pure trading.
And I'm not aware of that, because what I put in there was, I think, around $400, $500.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. So now we have members, but that was in futures trading, okay? That was in futures trading. Now, which is a leverage trading. You can make much more than your capital. Now, from the spot trading end, members who have gone through training are making 40-50% monthly, back to back, and some are making much higher. There are some that make 100% in 1 week, all right, depending on market conditions. So they go through training. Personally, the bot is powerful, extremely powerful. But to enhance the bot result, you need some knowledge of trading. Okay? You need some knowledge of trading. So my suggestion to you is you just need a little support. Look for who can train you in trading. Now, personally, I run the goodbye to floating loss training. So, but this is not, I'm not here to promote that training. And it might just cost you some money, but you can look for anyone who can train you to become a better trader. And once you become a better trader, you now use the bot to make trading easier for yourself. You understand? So you use the bot to make trade easier for yourself. So that is that knowledge that is lacking. And that's why I started the Monday trainings, the Monday coaching calls, which I hold almost every Monday, apart from maybe the next 2 weeks or so. People need to show up for it, and you're still going to change your story. But you need intensive, if you can go through the goodbye to floating loss training, it will change your trading results with ROYALQ, both in spot and in futures. And this is important because I'm seeing it that a lot of people don't renew their bot because they're not making money. But I tell you that if you understand the market well, trade in both spot and trade in both futures, you make so much money that you will renew your bot automatically. That's the kind of team we want to have going forward with ROYALQ. I hope I answered the question.
Yes. So I think I will need to. I don't know. I don't know how to. I'll probably get in touch with the person who introduced me to the system. I want to believe he has a direct contact with you. So if I can get access to these payments, well, yes, I think I appreciate that because, like I said,
So I don't
do
want to talk
all
too
that
much.
stuff.
I don't want to talk too much about the training, but if you just wherever you got this link, I just type I want to be trained by Goodbye to Floating Loss Academy. I'll get in touch with you. All right. So thank you very much. I don't want to take too much of time on talking about that training. And one thing you said, we're not putting too much energy into the compensation plan. No, we're not putting too much energy. So we put equal energy in training people and also in the compensation plan building. Because when you earn from the both of them, you unlock a kind of income that your generation will be blessed. You will never have a problem with filling up your tank. You will never have a problem with paying your kids' school fees. Money will be flowing into your account. And with this new reward system, you got to build it. But, just train yourself a little. All right, so let's take another question. Majek Fashek Adiola, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Coach. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. I'm so grateful. My question is, if according to this new development by ROYALQ, it seems the elite is someone who is a V2 member, if I am correct. And the next, sir?
Is that the question?
And yes, that's one. Second question is, it's written here 20 activate directing member or more have 135 team member each month. Does that mean every month you need to have 135 member going to before you can become a principal advisor?
So let me explain. So elite advisor is not a V2. Before V2 is just you have your 20. Maybe you have 3 direct and 17 indirect. You get to V2, right?
Yes.
And maybe you have 20 direct. You become a V2 also. That's all that's required to be a V2. No more.
Okay.
Your 20 has to be direct, not indirect. Wow. And even having a 20 direct does not make you an EA, elite advisor. You need a team of 135 team members. So you're going to have to put in some effort. So for you to unlock, so that means that lots of money is going to be here as an elite advisor. There will be lots of money as elite advisor. This daily referral pool bonus of 20, this daily quant strategy money that is going to be shared will be lots of money. You don't want to miss it, but you have to be an elite advisor. You have to put in the work, grow a team of 135 people. Now, once you have a team of 135 people, that means you have your 20, right? 20 are your own direct. Then you have 115 that are indirect. Once you have that 115 that are indirect, if they all stay active, you don't have to recruit anyone again.
Sorry, come again.
If they all stay active,
okay,
you don't have to recruit anyone again.
Okay.
Are you getting me? So
yes.
Month after month, they maintain their, unlike now, most people don't renew their board because they're not making money, they're in floating loss, they are tired. Do you get? So the job now is to get your team trained. The job is to make sure you train everybody in your structure to be making money with ROYALQ. And trading is not actually difficult. It's actually very easy. And once they are making money, they will always renew their bot. All right. They will always renew their bot. Once they always renew their bot and they're making money, you're going to find out that your team you don't need to sign anybody again. All right. You always be an elite advisor. But there will be always some people who will tell you they cannot learn, they are too lazy to learn. They don't want to, they don't want to come for meetings. Yeah, those people, they will definitely fall off the wayside. But remember, we have automation tools. So you can set up those automation tools. They're going to make money, just like to be smaller money than those who are really trading and analyzing the market. It's now when you want to go from elite advisor to principal advisor, then your 135 will not be enough anymore. You need to go to 350. So now it makes sense. It makes sense because as a principal advisor, at least minimum you should have in your structure is that you have 3 elite advisors who have 135 in their structure each.
Okay.
Do you understand? So normally you as a principal advisor, you should have 3 elite advisors who have 135 members in their structure each, and maybe they have their 20 downlines available. So once you have that, you will see that you have your 350. Your hard work now will be to create principal advisors from the elite advisors so that you can increase your pool share of the referral bonus pool and the daily quant pool. Does it make sense to you now?
Yes.
So once
then it was written on the elite advisor. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Once you are an elite advisor, you have 135 members, you still want to keep building because you want to create more elite advisors, right? So once, as your team is growing, you just see that you have a team of 350. Once you have that team of 350, you become a principal advisor. Once you become a principal advisor, it's not just to rest. You have to help those elite advisors to also push up and become principal advisors, because when they become principal advisors, it means you'll be getting more share of the referral pool and the global share pool, daily quant global share pool. All right. You were saying something.
Then it's written here each month member activate 135 each month.
Yeah. What that means is that they should just be active members, okay?
Okay. All right. What about somebody who is already a V2 and has a V2? When the structure comes, are you going to be demoted from your V2 and or from your rank? Or if assuming that now I'm a V2 with a V2, I'm about to produce another V2 and I'm working towards my V3, which is my ultimate goal now. So when the new structure comes, the V2, what category of position is the V2 going to be? Is it going to be under elite or is it going to be under the first one? What's that one? Quantitative member or something like that. That place is confusing to me.
So the question is, as a V2.
Yes.
And this applies to every rank. Every rank. V3, V4, V5, V5, even V6. Even if you're a V6, you need to go and ask this question. How many people are my direct? Go to your team section and check. How many people are my direct? I used to have 25 personally. I used to have, I've recruited over 50 people who have activated over the years, right? So I used to have 25 activated members and direct. But as this thing came out, I went and checked. I realized I have 17. I realized I have 17. So I told myself, oh, that means maybe some of my direct don't even know that their bot has expired. So I have to start chasing them down. And that's why I'm going to tell you, in this business now, you need to create a special group for your direct ROYALQ downlines, just to make sure of who they are, right? In case you're just growing wide, right? And if you're building for your family, your wife, your kids, or your husband, your kids, you need to get those people into a special group and know who they are, all right? So you make sure that they are successful and that they can renew. Because in the past, you didn't need to focus too much on direct because you were more interested in the team success. But your direct results now matters. Your direct result also now matters. Okay. So if you're a V2 and you have your direct 20, you have checked one box. Now the second box is how many is your team? If your team is 20, you're a quant member. You're a quant member. You might be seeing
What?
You might be seeing V2. That is, there will be no demotion. Oh. There will be no demotion. But even as a V2, what were you getting before now? As a V2, it's not your 20, it's not direct quantification you are getting from your team, right? And team
Yes.
quantification. You'll be getting it now. That same thing you are getting as a V2, you'll still be getting it. So there's no problem. Okay? So throughout August, you'll still be a V2 on logo, and you'll be getting your direct quantification and the team quantification, right? But yeah, will you be getting team quantification? I don't think so. But you'll be getting direct quantification. But from September 1, that is when you will not see your new, you will see that you're a quant member. For you to be an elite advisor, you need to have your team of 20 downlines and a team of 135 team members. And we can all achieve this. I know it's going to take work, but we have a month plus. We have 4 to 6 weeks to achieve this. All right. I don't know how many weeks exactly, but we have over a month because we have the whole of August and now. So you have to start building now. Tell yourself the next 6 weeks. I don't know how many weeks we have. I don't know how many weeks exactly. But today is 15th, right? So you have over 2 weeks in this month. 2 weeks and 2 days in this month. All right. You have 2 weeks and 2 days in this month. And you have 31 days. All right. In August. So let's just say you have 6 weeks, a month and a half. Let's go sit down. All right. And get the job done. When we call meetings, I host on Thursdays, but I have to suspend. But most times you come, people, just 30, 40 people in the meeting and you're presenting. I mean, that's not good enough for the entire community. You need to step up your game. You need to invite. You need to help your team invite. You have to use conference calls to help your downlines invite because you need to have a team of 135. You cannot do it alone. But when you get it done, that 135 team members, when you get it done, oh my goodness, you'll be collecting direct referral pool bonus, 20 reward bonus every day, and more if you have other elite advisors in your team. All right. You'll be collecting direct quant strategy bonus, sharing the 20% money, and you'll be collecting more of that share if you have one elite advisor also in your team. So they will not downgrade you yet, but you need to understand that downgrade will happen if you don't do nothing, if you don't do anything to change the story. I hope I've answered your question.
Thank you very much. I'm so grateful. I understand everything.
Let's say I made her laugh. Okay. All right. Thank you, Majek. All right. Madam Hope, Dr. Hope, go ahead.
Yes, please. Good afternoon, sir. I'm happy I'm able to make it. I slept off. Okay.
My professional trader. How's the market?
Okay. All right. So quickly, sir. Mine is not a question, but I just need maybe a yes or a no. So I think what we know before about the ranking, just before this new one, is still, I think somehow it helps. Like as you were teaching, I'm already kind of a tree diagram. Yeah. So maybe afterwards, I will really go and look at it again. A tree diagram will help. Because before, we're told that direct just have 3 legs, begin to build each of the 3 legs, three like that, and all of that to get your 20, then boom, you're already in V2 and all of that. Now, I'm beginning to unlearn because what I see now is that I'm going back because before I do not even have up to 20. I'm actually a V2 going to V3, so I do not have up to 20 because of that knowledge I had about 3 and all that. So now I need to go back again because my own directs were just 8.
you know. I was focusing on the V3, so building gradually. So what my take home now is that doesn't mean that for me now, I have to make sure, and for everyone, just make sure you have your direct 20 first. Then afterwards, you cannot start building the what's it called, the direct you have. Probably you pick like 10 of it and start building on each of the legs again and like that. But I think the minimum criteria is just make sure you have 20 directs. I think that is the major thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I think I'm good. I think that is the starting point, really. And having a tree diagram with that will really help. Because I know that by the time you start building the 20s, the other condition will just automatically, get ticked, that kind of thing. All right, thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, absolutely. So exactly like you said, we have to unlearn. ROYALQ just challenged us. And when a compensation plan changes, it's because they've observed a trend. Even in my structure, I'm seeing people are not renewing their bots. So they're trying to change things. So here's what you need to know. The most important criteria is your team of 20. So that's the first step. Now, your job as you create a team of 20 is to train that team of 20. I repeat, your job as you build a team of 20 is to provide support and train that team of 20. This is absolutely important. You can train them yourself, or you can send them to us for training. We have the Goodbye to Floating Loss training that is extremely powerful. So once they are trained, they will make money. They will make money in sport. They will make money in futures. Once that 20 are trained and understand all the concepts of Goodbye to Floating Loss, what you're going to find out is that they will not even be disturbing you because they already will know all the settings they need, all the whatever they need from the training. So you will have freedom to start looking for, you can grow to 30 if you want to. Now, your job when you're 20 have started making some money, immediately, even if you get your 20, your job is to tell your 20 to create a broadcast list of 100 to 200 persons that they would like to tell about ROYALQ. And to every morning, they greet those people. And sometimes they just say hi to them without pushing any promotion. But every week, they must post trade results from what they learned and the income they are making to update that group. They must use the 7-minute video or any other short video to catch the minds of people in that broadcast list. Okay? The broadcast list was also taught by one of the leaders, the V2 leaders, all right, in one of the trainings that he did. In the broadcast list, you don't have to greet sir or ma, just say good day, because there are men and there are women. Then you greet them for like 2 or 3 days, leave them for 2 or 3 days, then tell them next week I'll start updating you on something that I started working on. I did some training and that could, create income for me. I will start updating you on my results from next week. And as you make trade results, you update the group, the list. As you see somebody's trade results, you can also update the list. It doesn't have to always be your results. All right. Now, gradually, those people, some will take 6 months, some will take 1 year, some will take 5 years to join you. But you will quickly see some that will join you. All right. So that is my own suggestion. Get your team trained. If you can train them yourself, train them yourself. If you can't train them yourself, send them for training for a little fee, and we will, transform their results. I hope I answered your question. All right, so, and I'm not trying to push a training program, just the reality. ROYALQ is sweeter when you are trained. Coach T, go ahead.
Good evening, good day, everyone.
Yeah, good day,
my name is Coach T from Dubai.
All right, awesome.
I'm so happy to be the part of this team because I started this ROYALQ earlier this year. So that is why my upline now giving me coach because of I'm doing well. I'm very happy for that. There's something I want to ask. What about the people that they are V2 remaining like 4 or 5 to rank up? What are the advice do you want to give them? That's number one. And secondly, I don't understand how the system is working right now because they are changing everything. That's what I want to ask. Thank you, sir.
Okay. They're not changing everything. What do you mean by they're changing everything? Everything about the bot settings is enhancement, okay? Before, let me tell you, when we started in 2021, there was no RSI automation, there was no KDG automation, there was no MACD automation. Is that in a change?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I think like what I wrote there, there's some things I don't understand how to arrange the legs and all that for now because
Okay, you
like
mean with
what I
the
wrote.
team members? You mean with the recruitment part? The recruitment part, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so don't worry too much about that. Let me go back. So I need you to pay attention. Pay attention.
Okay.
Let me go back. And it's okay. I can say this several times. These are criteria for ranks. The criteria for rank: number of referrals, direct referrals. That's one requirement.
Okay.
Number of active team members in your total team. Then advisor points. Advisor points is for global partners. All right. That's for the highest rank. So please, you have to unlearn what you know about legs and all those legs, unlearn all those things. You don't need any legs. You don't need any legs, all those legs, unlearn it. Just understand that you need two things. The rank that's going to start blessing you is elite advisor. You need to have 20 direct. So as a V2, ask yourself, do I have 20 direct? If you don't have 20 direct, you're a quant member when they downgrade you from September. In August, you'll be seeing V2, they'll just be leaving the logo there for you to be calling yourself a V2 member. But financially, you might have already been downgraded yourself. Okay. The second criteria that you need to understand is how many total team members do I have? So you, as a V2, are you a V2, sir?
Yeah, I'm about to reach P2. I think it will be for like
you're about to reach V2. So how many direct downlines do you have?
I have 3 direct also.
So you will be a quant member.
Okay.
QM. It means that you need to, maybe you are a V2 now because your indirect members are building, or you are building on them, recruiting for them. Forget about that. Just go and get your 20 direct first. Concentrate on them and make sure that they can use the bots, that they're coming for me. So you have to be calling them every Monday. When I have my 9 o'clock meeting, you have to be calling them. Say, please, come for Coach Namdi's training. Come for his training. Will you be there? Don't forget to remember, in 1 year now, your bot will expire and you need to renew. You have to make money with it too. You have to call all the 20 of them every Monday to come for training. That is actually what we mean by supporting your team. Because they will not remember, they are new now, they don't understand. Maybe they had the impression that the bot will do all the miracle and work for them automatically. Then, when it's time for my prospects meeting, for example, and when I say my prospects meeting, I host on Thursdays, but you can attend any prospects meeting. I'm just using that as an example. So when it's time for the prospects meeting, for example, on Thursday, you will call all of them, all those 20. You call them and say, who have you invited today for the prospects meeting? we wrote a list of 10 people that you will call now. Oh yeah, call them. Oh yeah, conference call. Let's call all of them now. Call them, let's remind them. So you will do this for all the 20. This is what it takes to run a business. You're a salesperson. You will do this for all the 20. Then you tell the person, remind them. Maybe you put all of them in a group and, do voice, in that group. You can do a voice call to everybody 2 hours before the meeting, 1 hour before the meeting. You have to go crazy. All right. So then they will join the meeting. When they join the meeting, they listen to the presentation. It's an awesome presentation. Testimonials will be shared. It's massive. And let me use this opportunity to also encourage you to always be ready to give testimonials when it is required. When we ask for testimonials, that is what will help your prospects to see that, oh, this is working for some people. All right. Most times I will ask for testimonial. People are reluctant. Why? It means that there's a systemic issue. Let's change that systemic issue. Volunteer and get yourself trained. Skill up, and ski up. Skill up and ski up. All right, ski up. All right, there's this comedian on social media that will say ski up. Right, you have to skill up so you can ski up and become one of the money-making entities in ROYALQ without even recruiting anybody. You can make so much money. Have I answered the question, sir?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
All right. So I want to hear from just 2 people. Tell me, what do you think about this new? Let's just hear from 2 or 3 people. After this presentation, what do you think about this new promotion? I want to hear from 2, 3, or if you can have up to 4. I want to hear from you sincerely what you think about these changes. Please don't hold your thoughts to yourself. Share it. Okay, Blessed, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach Nnamdi, for the explanation. You made me laugh. I was just smiling here. But my thought towards this new compensation plan is amazing. Why I said so, like you said, I started ROYALQ 2021 as well. And my team, even my sponsor left me to do other businesses, even took my downline, So that slowed down my promotion, but that didn't stop me from building. Some of my team members that are here, they see the way I work like V1 every day. But seeing this compensation plan, we wake up everyone. We let everybody really go out there to share the business, talk about, create awareness regarding ROYALQ. So for me personally, I knew ROYALQ would change the compensation plan because they were really generous with the USDT, let me say so. So for me personally, I love this compensation plan. For me, I see it that it's a little bit easy, you understand, to get to those ranks. I don't want to say apart from the bigger one like the V6, the global partner, to aim those 3 ranks, I think it will be very, very easy to get to those points. So for me, preferable, for me personally, I love this compensation plan. So thank you very much. That is my thought. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate your feedback. All right, let's hear from Mary D. Go ahead. Mary, yeah.
Well, I'm just speaking to just thank you for the time you have created to make these things very clear for most of us. Because when I saw it, I was like, okay, what's going on here? I was cracking my head. While we listen to your training, I think the whole thing is really coming down home now. And I think ROYALQ is just trying to make us to re-strategize and see things slightly differently. And I'm sure more good things will come out of it, although some people might not be able to handle the change, but change is always change, and it's training us as individuals as well to be open to change and seeing how we can tap into any change that comes our way, or learn to relearn, which is what life is all about generally. So thank you once again for breaking this down to all of us so that we can go home and replan and re-strategize, because in life, rules are always changing. But if we can't change the rules, we just have to walk around the rules and make good use of the opportunities and the advantages. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. I really appreciate your feedback, and you're very correct, spot on. And Madam Hope said, yes, I love the new plan too. It's just to get to work. Yeah. So typically I'm supposed to be a principal advisor, but I can see I'm going to be an elite advisor if I don't fix what's going on. All right. Because I'm just looking at the structure. I'm like, wow, over 50 people have just gotten deactivated by this morning. All right. And I'm looking at my structure. Wow, how do I get 50 people to, less than 50 people? How do I get less than 50 people or 43 people to activate their bot? And how do I prevent more from being inactive? All right. Then how do I get my 3 direct? Yeah, I can always close those legs if need be. But I'm thinking of, I need to really wake people up, remind them that something is happening so that I can get into PM status, PA status, principal advisor status. And then I can now sweep into global partner. And it's so easy now. Global partner is just 800 active members. Yeah. So you can become a global partner in a year. You can actually become a global partner in a year. Just make sure, you work with your team and keep them active. Thank you very much for your time, everyone. God bless you. I'm going to share this recording right after this meeting. Make sure you call your people. Send it to them privately. Don't send it in a group. Send it to people privately so that they can watch, know what's happening, so they don't regret and come to you and say, oh, you didn't explain to us very well. God bless you all.